Love and relationships aren't always easy, but understanding human connection can transform the way we experience them. If you want to improve your relationships, whether romantic, family, or friendships, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe and let's explore this journey together. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Unlock the secrets to rebuilding trust in your relationship. Dive into real-life stories and expert advice that will transform your love life. Discover powerful strategies to heal, strengthen, and create a deeper connection with your partner. Don't miss out on this ultimate guide to overcoming trust issues. How strong is your relationship? Before we dive into the heart of rebuilding trust, let's start with a quick self-assessment. Answer the following questions honestly. Do you find it difficult to share your true feelings with your partner? Have you ever kept significant secrets from your partner out of fear of their reaction? Do you often feel insecure about your partner's commitment to the relationship? Have past betrayals made it hard for you to trust anyone completely? Do you and your partner frequently argue about issues of trust and honesty? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you're not alone. Trust issues are a common challenge in many relationships. This bookshot will provide you with the tools and insights needed to overcome these obstacles and build a stronger, more trusting bond with your partner. A tale of trust. Imagine Tim and Rosie, a seemingly perfect couple grappling with trust issues that threatened to tear them apart. Tim had been burned by a previous relationship where his partner had cheated, leaving deep scars. Rosie, on the other hand, grew up in a household where mistrust was the norm, making her wary of vulnerability. Their journey to rebuild trust wasn't easy, but it was profoundly transformative. Understanding trust issues. The foundation. Trust issues often stem from past experiences, whether they involve betrayal, abandonment, or a lack of security during formative years. These experiences shape our expectations and fears in relationships, creating barriers to intimacy and connection. According to a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, individuals with a history of betrayal are more likely to experience trust issues in subsequent relationships. Trust issues can arise when partners feel misunderstood or unappreciated. In The 5 Love Languages, Gary Chapman emphasizes the importance of understanding and speaking your partner's love language. By learning to express love in a way that resonates with your partner, you can create a stronger bond and build trust. Tim and Rosie began their healing journey by identifying their love languages. Tim's love language was words of affirmation, while Rosie's was acts of service. Understanding this helped them communicate their love more effectively, reducing misunderstandings and fostering a deeper connection. Building trust, the Covey approach. Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Families provides a comprehensive framework for building a healthy, trusting relationship. 2 habits in particular stand out. Seek first to understand, then to be understood, and think win-win. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This habit emphasizes the importance of empathetic listening. When trust is broken, partners often focus on defending themselves rather than understanding each other's perspectives. By prioritizing empathy, couples can uncover the root causes of their trust issues and address them more effectively. Research shows that active listening can significantly improve relationship satisfaction and trust. Dr. John Gottman, a renowned relationship expert, emphasizes the importance of trust in his book, The Science of Trust. He explains that trust is built through a series of small moments where partners turn towards each other, rather than away. This turning towards creates a bank of positive interactions that can outweigh negative ones, fostering a stronger bond. Tim and Rosie committed to weekly check-ins where they practiced active listening. They took turns sharing their feelings without interruption, which helped them understand each other's fears and insecurities. This practice fostered a safe space for vulnerability and honesty. Example of active listening. During one of their check-ins, Tim shared his feelings about a recent argument they had. Instead of interrupting or preparing her response while Tim spoke, Rosie used active listening techniques. 1. Paraphrasing. After Tim finished speaking, Rosie paraphrased what he said to ensure she understood correctly. "So, what I hear you saying is that you felt hurt when I dismissed your concerns about the finances. Is that right?" 2. Empathizing. Rosie showed empathy by acknowledging Tim's emotions. "I can understand why you would feel hurt. It's important to me that you feel heard and respected." 3. Asking clarifying questions. Rosie asked questions to gain a deeper understanding. "Can you tell me more about why this is so important to you? I want to make sure I fully understand your perspective. 4. Reflecting feelings. Rosie reflected on Tim's emotions to show she was paying attention to his feelings. It sounds like you felt not only hurt, but also a bit betrayed, because this issue touches on deeper trust concerns. By using these active listening techniques, Rosie made Tim feel valued and understood, which helped to rebuild trust. Tim, in turn, felt more comfortable sharing his thoughts and emotions in the future, knowing that Rosie was genuinely listening and caring about his feelings. This practice of active listening became a cornerstone of their efforts to rebuild trust and improve their relationship. Habit 4. Think win-win. Adopting a win-win mindset means striving for solutions that benefit both partners. Trust issues often stem from a perception of imbalance or unfairness in the relationship. By working together to find mutually satisfying solutions, couples can rebuild trust and ensure both partners feel valued and respected. When Tim felt insecure about Rosie's late work hours, they brainstormed ways to address his concerns without compromising her career. They agreed on regular phone calls during her breaks, which reassured Tim and demonstrated Rosie's commitment to their relationship. Mindfulness, a path to trust. Mindful Relationship Habits by S.J. Scott and Barry Davenport offers practical exercises to enhance intimacy and trust. Mindfulness encourages couples to be present and attentive, fostering a deeper connection. Practice 1. Daily check-ins. A simple yet powerful practice is the daily check-in. Setting aside a few minutes each day to discuss highs and lows creates a routine of open communication. This practice helps couples stay attuned to each other's emotional needs and address issues before they escalate. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, regular communication is linked to higher levels of trust and relationship satisfaction. Tim and Rosie started a daily ritual of sharing their rose, a highlight, and thorn, a challenge, of the day. This practice not only kept them connected, but also allowed them to address small issues before they grew into major trust problems. Practice 2. Gratitude journals. Gratitude journals can shift focus from negatives to positives. By regularly acknowledging and appreciating each other's efforts, couples can reinforce the positive aspects of their relationship, making trust easier to rebuild. A study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies found that gratitude practices can significantly enhance relational well-being. Tim and Rosie each kept a gratitude journal where they wrote 3 things they appreciated about the other every day. Sharing these entries weekly helped them feel more valued and strengthened their emotional bond. Examples of gratitude journal entries. Tim's entries. 1. I appreciate how you always make my morning coffee just the way I like it. It starts my day off right. 2. Thank you for listening to me vent about my work troubles without judgment. It means a lot to have your support. 3. I love the way you laugh at my jokes, even the silly ones. Your laughter makes me feel happy and connected to you. Rosie's entries.
1. I appreciate that you took the time to fix the leaky faucet in the kitchen. It shows how much you care about our home. 2. Thank you for being patient with me when I was stressed about the project deadline. Your calmness helped me get through it. 3. I love how you planned a surprise date night for us last weekend. It was thoughtful and made me feel cherished.
By focusing on these positive aspects of each other daily, Tim and Rosie were able to build a reservoir of appreciation and goodwill, which strengthened their emotional bond and reinforced their commitment to each other. Overcoming setbacks, resilience in action. Trust building is a journey with inevitable setbacks. How couples handle these setbacks can determine the trajectory of their relationship. Resilience involves bouncing back from difficulties and maintaining a commitment to growth. One day, Tim discovered that Rosie had kept a small financial secret from him. Though it was a minor issue, it triggered his deep-seated fears of betrayal. Instead of letting this setback derail their progress, they applied the principles they had learned. They revisited Habit 5 from Covey's book and sought to understand each other's perspectives. Rosie explained her reasons, and Tim shared his fears. They practiced mindfulness to stay present and avoid reacting impulsively. Through open communication and empathy, they turned this setback into an opportunity for deeper understanding and trust. The role of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a critical component of rebuilding trust. Holding on to grudges or past hurts can prevent genuine healing and create ongoing tension. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, but rather letting go of resentment and choosing to move forward. Covey highlights the importance of personal responsibility and forgiveness in family dynamics. By taking responsibility for their actions and choosing to forgive, couples can break the cycle of mistrust and resentment. According to Dr. Brené Brown, an expert on vulnerability and trust, trust is built in very small moments. In her research, she highlights the concept of braving, an acronym for boundaries, reliability, accountability, vault, integrity, non-judgment, and generosity. Each component is crucial for building and maintaining trust in relationships. Tim and Rosie made a conscious decision to forgive each other for past mistakes. They wrote letters to each other expressing their feelings, then read them aloud. This exercise allowed them to release lingering resentment and commit to a fresh start. Tim's letter. Dear Rosie, I want to start by saying how much I love you and appreciate everything you do for us. I know I've been holding on to a lot of hurt and resentment from the past, and it's time to let it go. When you kept the financial secret from me, it felt like a betrayal. I was scared and angry, not just because of the secret itself, but because it reminded me of past experiences where my trust was broken. I've realized that my reaction was more about my own fears than about your actions. I understand now that you were trying to manage things on your own and didn't want to burden me. I forgive you for that, and I want to move forward without holding this over our heads. I want us to build a future based on mutual trust and open communication. I promise to work on my insecurities and to be more understanding and supportive. Love, Tim. Rosie's letter.
Dear Tim, I love you so much and I'm grateful for your patience and support. I know I've made mistakes, and it's important to me that we address them and move forward together. When I kept that financial issue from you, I didn't realize how much it would hurt you. I was trying to handle it on my own because I didn't want to add to your stress. Looking back, I can see how my actions came across as a lack of trust and openness, and for that, I'm truly sorry. I forgive you for any times you've reacted out of fear or hurt, and I ask for your forgiveness in return. I want us to be able to talk about anything and everything without fear of judgment or anger. Let's commit to being more transparent and supportive of each other as we continue to grow together. With all my love, Rosie.
By reading these letters aloud, Tim and Rosie were able to express their feelings honestly and openly, paving the way for forgiveness and a fresh start. This exercise helped them release lingering resentment and reinforce their commitment to a healthier, more trusting relationship. The power of commitment. Trust is built on a foundation of commitment. Demonstrating consistent, reliable behavior over time reassures your partner and reinforces trust. Practice creating shared goals. Creating shared goals helps couples stay aligned and committed to their relationship. Whether it's planning a vacation, saving for a house, or simply committing to a weekly date night, shared goals foster a sense of partnership and trust. Tim and Rosie set a goal to travel to Europe within 2 years. Working towards this goal together gave them a shared purpose and strengthened their sense of teamwork. The planning process also provided numerous opportunities to demonstrate reliability and commitment. Practical tips for rebuilding trust. 1. Transparency. Be open about your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Transparency eliminates suspicion and builds confidence. 2. Consistency. Trust is built through consistent behavior over time. Follow through on promises and be reliable. 3. Patience. Rebuilding trust takes time. Be patient with yourself and your partner as you navigate this journey. 4. Counseling. Seeking professional help can provide valuable tools and perspectives. A therapist can guide you through the process and offer support. According to the American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, over 75% of couples who undergo therapy report an improvement in their relationship. Conclusion: rebuilding trust is not a one-time event but an ongoing journey. It requires dedication, empathy, and a willingness to grow together. By drawing on the principles from the 5 love languages, the 7 habits of highly effective families, and mindful relationship habits, couples can navigate the complexities of trust and emerge stronger than ever. Final thought. As Tim and Rosie discovered, the process of rebuilding trust can transform a relationship, making it more resilient and deeply connected. By embracing empathy, practicing mindfulness, and committing to open communication, you too can overcome trust issues and create a relationship built on a foundation of unwavering trust and love. Remember, every step you take towards rebuilding trust is a step towards a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling relationship. Love and connection thrive when we take the time to understand them. If this video gave you a new perspective, let us know in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so we can keep exploring together.